saying, maybe I should listen to Rafi. Maybe I should listen to whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Stay away from this guy, but I can't because he's my friend. You know? Agents get out. They pretty much told him, okay, you're running out of time. This kid better show up somewhere dead. Okay. If he doesn't, we're gonna come down on you like we never did before. Every Joker poker machine, we're gonna axe every Joker poker machine. We're gonna shut down every club there is. We're gonna come down so hard. And they did. They went around. I heard they spoke to.
That was the rumors I heard too.
They went to all the bosses, knocked on their doors.
And told them, give this kid up.
From John Gotti to this one to that one, whoever was who's who. They went and they said, this kid better pop up.
Yeah.
Because they got word that organized crime, one of the families is harboring this kid. So anyway, I get back in the car. They let us go. Get back in the car. Now we don't even want to talk in this car because we know it's bugged. So we're just looking at each other and he's trying to whisper and I'm like, you know.
Yeah, don't.
We pull over on West Broadway. There's a place over there. It was called the Americano.
Okay.
We used to go hang out there to drink. We pull over. We get out of the car. We walk away from the car. I go, John, this is
serious.
This is serious.
They're going to break the families down to get this kid.
This is getting out of hand. I said, you got to do something.
Yeah.
You know. He says, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Why should I do it? Why should I give this kid up? I said, why? I said,
they just told you why.
I'm not saying the kid give the kid up. I said, I understand where you're coming from. I said, but what
purpose does it serve anymore? What purpose does this serve at this point?
He tells me, he goes like this to me. He says, I can't do it. He says, I can't do it because he's my friend. You take care of it for me.
You got to be kidding.
Huh. So I'm lucky I can laugh about it now.
Of course. But I mean, so he wants you to take care of this for him.
Right.
So what's your next move? How do you, I mean, there's so much involved in this and so much at stake because of where, the police, FBI agents, whatever they were that pulled you over. I mean, these guys, they're serious. They're gonna give the family a hard time in every aspect until this kid is, you hand them over, basically. Either way, hand them over is what they're telling them. So now you're involved to help solve the problem.
At the same time, what else is going on? Rafi, back to my old buddy Rafi.
The guy who told you don't stop hanging out with him. Stop hanging out with Johnny.
I learned this later on. I put two and two together, right? At that time, Vic and Gus weren't on the lam. They were around.
Okay.
He went to Vic. I don't know if Vic came down to the pizzeria to go see Rafi, or Rafi went out to go reach out to him. Rafi was the one who went to Vic Amuso and said, John Petrucelli's harboring this kid. Vic never knew.
So you believe it was Rafi that went to him?
1,000%. I know it was Rafi.
Okay.
Because later on, the Brooklyn crew told me it was Rafi.
Is that why he tried to warn you? Or was that prior to that? Or timeline doesn't really matter, but it's kind of interesting that he was trying to warn you, I think, maybe that, hey, stay away from this kid, what he's doing, and maybe he had already talked to Vic prior to that.
There was a lot of things going on at the same time. I'm doing it to the best of my recollection.
Gotcha. Right? Yeah.
So John gets called in by Al Diaco. Al Diaco was the acting boss for Vic Amuso.
Mm-hmm.
I think at that time, Vic had just went away, or right before he went. I don't know how Rafi got word to him. It might have been, now that I'm thinking, it might have been through Al Diaco, or it might have been directly with Vic. I heard it was directly through Vic.
Okay. That kind of adds up.
And I'm trying to get the timeline together, but it all happened so fast within like a month or two. This all happened.
Well,
right?
Like you said, there's a bunch of stuff going on at this whole time. Yeah,
maybe like
it
3
really
months.
is. Yeah.
Al Diaco gets word. and gets orders from Vic and Gas. Call Johnny in and tell him he's got 2 weeks to kill him. So Diaco calls Petrocelli down to his restaurant, La Donna Rosa, on Center Street, calls him down and goes, "You got 2 weeks to get rid of this kid. We know you got him. You know, you got to take care of this."
Wow.
John right away pages me.
Yep. I was going to say, you're up.
I was in Brooklyn. He says, "Hey, I'll meet you. I'm going back up to the Bronx. Can you come meet me?" Yeah, I know where to meet you. I go to Knuckleheads again.
Yep.
He's telling me about the meeting he had with Al Diaco. So in the beginning, before he started drinking, he started making sense. He's going, I'm thinking I should never got involved with this kid.
He was thinking clear.
He's thinking more clearly,
Yeah.
right? And he says, "Now they know I got him. I'm on a spot." He says, "I can't do it. Like I told you, I can't do it." He says, "You got to take care of this for me." Now, John, the easiest person would have been to kill him was John,
Yeah, he's the closest.
closest to him.
And he trusts 100% the guy. I mean,
Right. So in my mind, I'm saying to myself all the while, you could do this. Why do you,
yeah, why do you
you
need
don't
to?
even want to be there? Like, he didn't want to come with me.
Wow.
So he's telling me I can't do it because I'm close with him and I can't do this. Right? It's his friend. He can't kill his friend. I respected that. Then he started drinking. Right. And then he starts going,
One thing
starts
leads to
knocking Al
another.
Diaco,
Yeah.
starts knocking Vic,
Oh,
starts
geez.
knocking Gas.
Uh-oh.
Why should I kill this kid? This kid's a good kid. He killed an agent. He did this. He did that. I'm like,
He's still
John.
sticking to that original story, man.
I said, "John, doesn't work like that."
No.
I said, "John, you know better. You know." All right, all right. So I talk him off the ledge. He goes, "All right, do this for me." I said, "Okay, I'll do it for you." Right? He said, "I'm going to send you up with my two guys, the kids that run and get them him groceries and stuff." Right? So the plan is, we're going to go shopping. His daily shop. They go and get
Yeah.
meat and this and that and all groceries and stuff. I'm going to come in with the kids.
Mhm.
They're going to introduce him to me and I'm going to bang him out. So I know he's a big guy. So back then I had an arsenal. I had anything I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, big guy, Rambo, steroids. I'm saying,
Yeah.
I got to hit him more than with a 38. So I had this bullpup shotgun.
Okay. What does that look like? And there she is.
There it is.
Bullpup shotgun.
Small enough, more powerful.
Yep. What caliber is that, Frank? Yep.
I got no idea. All I knew.
Well, you know it works.
Yeah. Yeah, because I went to my gun connection. I'm like, hey, I need something
I
small.
gave him a
And
scenario, and that's what he comes up with.
he says, I got something perfect for that.
Perfect.
So the plan is, got these groceries. Like I said, the two guys that got groceries,
You're
I'm
going up
behind
with
them.
the two kids, yeah.
I'm hiding with another bag with the bullpup shotgun in it, or behind it.
Right.
And we're walking in. They're gonna introduce me, and I'm gonna, instead of shaking the guy's hand, I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah.
So we go to the grocery store. We go shopping. Yeah. They're, as normal, they're buying meat. They're buying this. They're buying that. So I got the bullpup in the car. Took their car. And they're taking me up to go. And before I went, John gives me a big hug and a kiss. Tell me I really
Thank you.
appreciate this
Love you.
and that.
Yeah.
Love you. Be careful. And in my mind, I'm saying, why are you not coming with us?
I'd be suspect at that point too. Because he's torn, obviously, and I'm just speaking here. He's torn with this guy making this decision to take him. 'Cause he said so while he was drunk. He told you the truth. He didn't really want to do it.
Well, anyways, looking back at it now, I got a lot of questions. But anyways, back then I had no conscience and I didn't care. So I get in the car with these kids, hardly know them, but I know they're his guys. And he's telling me I could trust them. I would have preferred if just me and him went, and then now I would have felt way more comfortable. And probably Gus Faraci would have felt more comfortable. Anyways, this Gus wasn't stupid either. Okay, he was very paranoid. He was very He wasn't he wasn't a stupid
Well,
kid.
he
I mean,
had to be thinking
stupid,
at this point, everyone's looking for him. Everyone.
stupid that he killed an DEA agent.
Yeah, that's not dumb
Okay,
enough,
stupid
right?
with that, right?
Yeah.
But not a stupid street guy because he was very paranoid because he knows he's wanted everywhere.
Well,
We get out of the car, I'm loaded up, ready to go. The lights are off. I go, is he even home? They says no. He goes sometimes and plays in the woods, but then he comes back. But usually, what'll happen is when we pull in the driveway, the lights will go on. So we get out of the car, lights are still off. They knock on the door, nothing.
mm,
Knock on the door again, nothing.
nothing.
3 times, he's not home. We get back in the car and we wait. He says sometimes he goes off and plays in the woods for however long. We're
Wow.
waiting there for 2 hours, nothing.
Mm.
Well, I said, you know what? Let's turn back for another day. Okay. Go back down to the Bronx. Where's Johnny again? I go meet him at
Hmm.
there's some restaurant I met him at. I forget the name of it. And we told him everything. He understood. He said, yeah, there's a lot of times I went up there and the kid would be missing for 3, 4 hours.
Where's he going?
He was
Just
he had this.
playing in the woods.
I don't know. He thought he was Rambo. That's what I was told.
In the middle of the night, he's out in the woods, this guy.
We got up there. It wasn't that late. It was like probably, if I had to guess, it was right after dinner, like, when it turned dark, like 8 o'clock.
okay.
We went up there.